Cystic fibrosis, which is commonly known as CF, is the most common fatal genetic disease that affects adults and children in Canada. At the present, there is no cure for CF, however, there are several drug management strategies. CF mainly affects the digestive and respiratory systems, and the disease severity varies person to person. CF is a genetic mutation from the CFRT protein, which causes persistent lung infections. These lung infections make it difficult to breathe over time and ultimately lead to a reduction in life expectancy. The average life expectancy in Canada for someone with CF is 44 years old. This life expectancy has increased in the last few years, and it's predicted to increase further with the integration of new drug therapies. The typical symptoms for a patient with CF are difficulty digesting fats and proteins, malnutrition and vitamin deficiencies because of inability to absorb nutrients, progressive lung damage from chronic infections and inflammation, CF-related diabetes, as well as sinus infections. Current standard therapies for people with CF include dual oral therapies, which are targeted at improving FEV1. FEV1 is a respiratory measurement of lung function. The new drug therapy is a triple drug therapy called Trikafta, and it has shown impressive results. Clinical trials conducted in the United States has shown a 10% increase in FEV1 when compared to the standard dual therapies. These improvements show that the FEV1 increases after 4 and after 24 weeks, and it also has shown the decreased rate of pulmonary exacerbations. Despite the effectiveness of Trikafta, there are many barriers to accessing the drug within Canada, and this is mostly due to the cost per dose of Trikafta. Annually, it would cost $300,000 per year. It's important that access to Trikafta is obtained to help reduce complications of CF and improve the quality of daily living for those with cystic fibrosis.
In November of this year, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, the manufacturer of Trikafta and other dual therapies, has announced that it will be bringing new CF medications to Canada, including Trikafta, which is already approved by the FDA in the United States. The Canadian Minister of Health, Patty Hajdu, has confirmed that there is an application to bring Trikafta to Canada already being made, and the process will be expedited to speed up its approval. Once Trikafta is approved by Health Canada, a maximum price that can be charged for it in Canada will be decided upon. It will go through a cost-benefit analysis process, and then it will go to the Pan-Canadian Pharmaceutical Alliance, or the PCPA, and the provincial and territorial public drug programs will negotiate a price for Trikafta with the manufacturer through the PCPA. Currently, the PCPA is negotiating prices for some of Vertex Pharmaceuticals' dual therapies, and the Cystic Fibrosis Canada organization is pushing to have Trikafta's approval process sped up and Trikafta added to these negotiations. A big concern of ours is whether cystic fibrosis patients in Canada will be able to access this life-extending medication with such high costs. Even if Trikafta is approved by Health Canada, will CF patients be able to afford this drug? Current therapies treat symptoms, and many patients still have frequent respiratory tract infections, which require hospital stays. So much public funding is spent on hospital bills and symptom managing medication already for CF patients. Perhaps it is time to invest in a medication that is more costly upfront, but will decrease the number of CF-related hospital admissions and the amount of funding spent on symptom managing medications that these CF patients currently need. It'll lengthen lives and will increase the quality of life for CF patients. The cost-benefit analysis should clearly show the importance of Trikafta approval and coverage by public drug programs. While we wait on approval and availability of Trikafta for our Canadian CF population, people are losing lung function and many are dying. The time to invest in this life-saving medication is now.